Okay, it's hot. It's 92 degrees out. This humidity and everything is hit hard. Welcome back to O'Brien Fit. I didn't get a video up Friday. We had a whole bunch of rain here in Texas last week, and I got hurt. I'm going to be out probably another week before I'm going to be able to do anything on that level, what I need to do. So it kind of put a damper on my schedule, but it's okay, I'll work it. I was out, had to go do stuff, and I went out, walked, just walking from the door down the sidewalk to my truck, and I stepped wrong, thought I was stepping on sidewalk and ended up stepping in mud and slipped, and I went down hard. My left knee and my left hip are badly bruised from it. Just the collision was bad. I can walk, I just can't lift weights. I can't. I'm more of a limp than anything else. I'm surprised I'm not on crutches. I can only do so much. So it's hot. I'm out of breath. This is bad. Hopefully it doesn't last past this week and I can get some sort of healing done to where I can start working out again, get back on it. I was able to fit into a 4X shirt. It's not ideal, it's really tight, but I've been tightening up, losing the weight. So I know I'm losing. I don't have access to a scale on that level right now. So I'll figure it out. I've been off my diet the last week as well, but it doesn't seem to be affecting me that well, or that badly, I should say. I'm looking at I don't know, it hadn't been affecting me, so I'm good. I think I feel I'm okay. It is what it is. That's all I can say. It is what it is. I'm not in that mode to stick like extreme, like I'm cutting. For me personally, I found that I have to have some cheat days in there. I hate using that word, but that's what they are, because I'm not sticking strictly to the diet. And even then, when I'll stick to it for like 13-14 days, and then I'll have 2 or 3 days of just like, maybe I'll eat a McDonald's burger, or like right now I just finished eating Potbellies with my wife for her lunch. I try and eat healthy, but still it's not the same as if you were cooking it yourself at home, with different ingredients. So when I get that, I think that's actually sped up my weight loss on a lot of levels, because when you stick very strict to a diet like that, and then you turn around and you get back to a normal, like restaurant food, stuff like that, you tend to have bouts of diarrhea and stuff like that. I haven't been that bad, but I do feel more flushed, I guess would be the word, or empty. Like my body will eat that, take what nutrients it needs, and then I can feel energy, but it's like, get rid of all that, I don't need it. My body feels really different when I do that cycle like that. So when you learn to recognize what's going on, learn to recognize what your body's telling you, you tend to figure out real fast what works, what doesn't, and go from there. I've been fortunate enough to get to that point. I just need to drop this weight. My problem is my thyroid. That's my problem. I take this T3 pill, but I'm still not, I've dropped the weight, but I'm not, I don't know. That's what's messing with me more than anything else from when I had cancer. And it took me a long time to recover because my thyroid is messed up. It took a long time for me to recover because on top of that, when it got messed up from the cancer, I blew up to like 600 plus pounds, and then I ripped my abdominal lining from the belly button, the umbilical. I ripped that 3/4 of the way up. It almost completely ripped all the way up to just like almost completely ripped in half. So I actually had to go emergency surgery to have the mesh implant surgery. And the recovery time is what hurt me, because 2 of the nurses didn't listen and they tried to force me, and everything got messed up to where I had to go in and have a repair surgery after I'd already had the surgery, because they tried to force me to sit up and move and everything way before I should have, and it ended up popping half the stitches and everything. So I ended up having double surgery over something that shouldn't have happened, and so that really put a setback on me on a lot of levels. And then my thyroid being messed up, I blew up to that weight. I'm down around, I think I'm around 425 right now. I've tightened a lot of things up. Like I said, I'm still big, but it'll work. I've got it going. My clothes are the biggest thing. They're fitting better. I've had to tighten up. I've actually had to wear a belt on some of my pants, even though I'm so big. I usually wear the drawstring shorts because it's Texas. It's so damn hot here. And I run my own businesses, so I don't have to have a full-on, since I work from home, I don't have to wear suit and tie or any type of thing like that. So I just wear like typical training pants, stuff like that. Like I wear the men's capri style pants for martial arts, because they're very loose, very flowing, and since I do martial arts, I'm very comfortable with wearing them all the time. And they're stylish enough I can go out in public and not have anybody freak out or anything. They're a little bit longer than normal, but they work. But that's my update. I'm doing a little bit of rehab. My wife is helping me because of she's a specialized massage therapist. She specializes in sports massage, sports rehabilitation, a lot of deep tissue. She can't do deep tissue on this because I'm bruised really bad, but she can help me with my stretches and stuff like that. So she's been helping me the last couple of days. That's why I missed posting. That's why you're getting this one today. I have some other stuff I'm doing. I'll be recording and posting another video here after this. Hopefully they'll both post tonight. Today's Sunday. They may post. They may not show up till Monday. I'm working on some pictures and stuff too. Like I said in the last video, my GoPro, for whatever reason, didn't work. It didn't record the stuff like it was supposed to, and it was really weird. So just to be on the safe side, I got a different card, and I had planned on setting all that up, and then the rain hit and everything else. It was just a domino effect. Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but I've got it. I've got stuff I can do at the house too, indoors. I just like to be outdoors. As much as I love the gym, I like to be outdoors as well. Walking in the neighborhoods, going to the mall, the strip mall, stuff like that, walking the parking lots, looking at the different things. Like if you see in the background here, I have a couple of, I'm here at my wife's job. I just came and ate lunch with her, and we have a lot of, it's a strip mall area with a lot of stores here. So there's a lot of traffic here too, a lot of restaurants. That's my update. That's what's going on. I'm still good. I'd love to see some more interaction on the Facebook pages, if y'all would join in. I've got some good stuff in there. I'd like to get everybody else's opinion on different things. I thought I had a good discussion with a buddy of mine the other day. He's more vegetarian than anything else. But I'm a licensed nutritionist, so he was falling into that trap of misinformation because he watches certain documentaries that are more propaganda film than actual info. So they manipulate the facts, and it's not good. So I think I made him mad. I got to talk to him later, because he wasn't liking. But that's how it goes. People are stuck in their reality bubble, and anytime it gets challenged, one of three things happens. They either just shut down, walk away, they get really angry, almost violent, or they actually look at it and say, oh, okay, let me do some more research and figure out if they want to change or not. He unfortunately got angry. So I got to talk to him and make sure everything's all right, because he doesn't need to be like that. So that's my update. I'm bruised. I'm sore. I took a spill because of the rain, because I stepped wrong in what I thought was sidewalk, and it was off the sidewalk into a big old mud puddle, and I wasn't prepared for it, so I slipped and fell and came down hard, wrenched my knee, bruised my hip. So I'm going to try and start doing some more videos with more infographics and stuff like that in here, especially for the Manage My Life side. I'm working on several ebooks and stuff that are going to be in there. I'm hoping to have some of that posted and uploaded to my Amazon account, so I can start sending links for y'all to go to Amazon and start buying the books and stuff. I'm going to have some free stuff too that I can give away for people to download. I'm hoping I can get a lot of this done this week, but it may be another couple of weeks before anything's done, to where it's actually available for people to start buying, because it's not easy putting this stuff together. There's a lot of places where you can get free content, but the free content is very limited, and there's a lot of places where I can get other stuff, and it's not quite there. So even though it's good content, I have to alter it to fit what I'm doing. Like on the nutrition side, if I'm giving you something about sugar and diabetes, there's a lot of info out there. Sometimes it's too much, so I'm breaking it down, putting it in a different format so that people can understand it and everything, on a lot better level, because a lot of this stuff is so doctorish is the word I'm going to use, because it's like a doctor's talking to you, and a lot of these doctors, they have to have the nurse come in and break it down to explain it to you, because a lot of people don't understand the medical terminology. They don't understand the big words when the doctor talks. And I'm not knocking them, I'm not picking on them. It's just that is a huge issue in the world, always has been, is lack of communication or severe miscommunication, because somebody comes in and they're trained in this field, like with doctors, and they have all this info, but they've never been taught how to break it down in basic layman's terms, or it's on the tip of my tongue. What's the word I'm looking for? The idiot's guide. And I'm not calling anybody an idiot, but a lot of I think that's why a lot of the computer stuff is taken off as well as it has, is because in the beginning, in the 80s, early 90s, it was very hard for a lot of people to understand computer terms, computer language. And that group of people got together and had the brilliant idea to create the Idiot's Guide to Computers, and it sprung out a whole level of Idiot's Guide stuff, the Complete Idiot's Guide, stuff like that. And all it was is a play on words, but all they were doing was just breaking it down to layman's terms to make it as basic and as easy as possible for people to understand, so the average person could understand what was going on. And suddenly everybody's like, oh, that's awesome, let's do this. So that's what I'm trying to do with a lot of this stuff too, because a lot of these reports are very, very medical terminology heavy, and it's awkward for a lot of people. It's very hard for a lot of people to understand exactly what's going on, and a lot of people don't want to deal with that. So I've got to break this stuff down and make it a little bit more manageable, as if I was talking to a teenager or someone just out of high school, to make it a lot more understandable on a lot of levels. And that doesn't mean you're stupid or on any level. It just means that people learn on a different level, and a lot of times it's just so much easier if you can break it down like that. Yes, knowing those terms is great, but People don't need to know that the sacroiliac is that bone. They just need to know that, oh, over there by the tailbone, whatever, that's where you need to work on. Or your thigh. Okay, I need to work one of the 4 parts of the thigh. I don't need to know all the different heads and teardrop and everything else. So it's good to break that down for people. Now, if you're really interested and want to learn it, there's ways to learn it, and people can teach. I can teach it, but I'd rather just break it down the easiest, as simple as possible to be smooth and go. So that's what we're doing, and that's why it's taken so long. So it's very complex. It really is. It's a lot of translation, and it takes a while. And then I have to download it, put it in the proper format, so that the printers can print it properly, even in PDF form, stuff like that. So I'll get it done. I'll get it out there. Y'all stay positive, stay happy, drink your lemonade. This heat is horrible. It's like 92 degrees outside right now, and it's a couple of days after all the heavy rain. So not only is it hot, it's very, very humid, makes it hard to breathe on a lot of levels. Here in Texas, we call it the allergy soup bowl. So you have all the fronts and the weather circulating up from the south and circulating down from the north, and they just hit. And when they combine together, it's like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a tornado or a hurricane. You have the eye of the storm. Well, we're like the eye of the storm because you have the 2 different hemispheres hit, collide, and it just sits here. So there are people like my wife who get hit with all kinds of allergies that if they moved out of Texas, like we've lived in a couple other states, she never had issues like this. We come down here and it's so bad she has to get a shot every week. Last week, because of the storm, she had to have a shot twice last week for her allergies and everything. That's just the downside of living in Texas. You gotta deal with the good and the bad no matter where you are. So yeah, that's where we're sitting at. That's what's going on. I'll get stuff out. This is my update, and we'll go from there. Love y'all. Take care. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. If you have any ideas or if you're lacking on information, or there's something you really want me to talk about, that you want me to do a video on, let me know. I know there's a lot of stuff out there. If you're interested on my take on it, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and do a video on it, or direct you to a certain point that would probably be easier to explain, but I'll do what I can, and we'll go from there. And I would love if y'all would get on and participate in the Facebook groups or the Facebook pages, because I have a lot of discussions on there that are very beneficial. And I'm looking for everybody else's input too, because that's what it is. We got to help each other, because what's good for me is not good for you. So there's going to be alterations and changes that need to go, and there's going to be people that are going to try and do what I do, and it's not going to work for them, and they're not going to get the results they want like I did. And there may be 1 or 2 of you out there that are similar to that other person, and your adaptation may be exactly what they need to get the results they're looking for. And it's all about helping each other respectfully, politely, positively, and building from there. And that's what it's all about. So this is Coach ME from O'Brien Fit. Y'all stay strong, stay fit, stay healthy, and let's keep moving forward positively and happy and successfully. So y'all have a nice day, and we'll talk to you again soon.